Hey guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 22 of the First Star Challenge with Leeds United, our bid to win the Champions League with the team for the first time. And today it's a massive episode because we play top of the table Liverpool in the Premier League before going to Wembley to face Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-final. That is a huge game, a very, very big game indeed. Now, a few things to catch you up on since last episode. Now, the first thing, we start in the medical centre, and that is because Luke Ayling has picked himself up an injury. He's just come back from injury. He's hurt himself again. It's a groin strain. You can see here, he's been a bit of a sick note this year. A pulled groin, a tight calf, a sprained ankle ligaments, a tight thigh, and now a groin strain. He's barely played since Christmas, it seems like. And his contract's up the end of this year. So 6 days to 3 weeks. If he's sort of on the 3 weeks end of things here, he's getting towards the end of the season. 3 weeks is the end of April, early May. And as we know, that is end of season time. Like I say, I don't think we're going to renew his contract because he's solid, but we do need to upgrade at right back anyway. So maybe I'm thinking maybe we just let him go. That's what I'm thinking. Let me know what you think. I don't see the sense in re-signing him to then look to sell him when we might not sell him anyway. So yeah, that could be the end of Luke Ayling, which is a shame. He's 29 as well, so it's he's not getting any younger. But there we go. That is that. Now, a couple of other things to catch you up on is on the signings front. Players have been released. Young players have been released for next season. We've snapped up one, and we're looking to snap up a second one here. The guy we have signed is Zidane Iqbal from Manchester United. He's 17 years old. Now, I don't think this guy is going to go on to become a sort of a Premier League star or anything. But what I do actually think United's made a mistake in letting him go. Potentially here, if we go to the scout report, he's a 4-star player. So if we sort of, look after him and develop him properly, he could actually go on to be a decent first-team squad player for us. And I feel like worst-case scenario, we can sell him at a profit. He's got good dribbling, good first touch, good passing and technique, excellent flair. He's not too bad physically. Off the ball's good as well. I think there's a really good midfielder in there, I'll be honest. And I think, as I mentioned, it's made a mistake. So 17-year-old Iraqi kid, we've signed him. We'll see him sort of for next season, and we'll put him in the under-23s and kind of see how he goes. But like I say, I think we've got a decent signing there. And the other one, not confirmed yet, but it's essentially confirmed, is a young goalkeeper here from Arsenal. Again, if we look at the scout report, potentially a 4-star player, so if we look after him, he could come off for us. But you can never have too many young goalkeepers. Now, I'm pretty sure he's going to be England. Yeah, he's England eligible as well. So that's going to help. Young English goalkeepers or domestic goalkeepers really, really help when you're registering European squads, which hopefully we'll be looking to do next season. In that we won't have to register, obviously, a 17-year-old English goalkeeper. So again, he's not probably going to be a first-team player for us, but I think he's got sort of the basics there. If we look after him, we might find ourselves with a good young goalkeeper there, a backup perhaps. So that's the two signings we've made. Now, before we get to the Liverpool game, let's have a look at what's happened since last episode. Just the one game to catch you up on, and that is our Premier League match against 7th in the table. That's right, a European contender with us, Crystal Palace. We got off to the perfect start when Coyle picked out the run of Douglas in the second minute, who finished well. And we secured the points when Shackleton crossed for Xerxes, who powered in a header. So there you have it, a really, really good away performance against a team that is sort of below us. We'll have a look at the table in a second. We're 5th or 6th, I can't remember where we are right now. But Crystal Palace was sort of the first team below us looking to get into these European places. And we got it done early. Douglas, a nice goal from him. Xerxes with a stunning header. And look at the match ratings. Absolutely played them off the park. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Coyle had a good game, as did Douglas in wide areas. We went with the 5-3-2 because they had a 4-4-2 formation, so that just continues to work for us against the 4-4-2. And yeah, just a really, really good game. If we do have a look at the league table, we are in 5th. We again only 4 points off this Champions League spot that Arsenal have. Makes you think if we could have got that draw against them, and we got beaten 6-1. It's not like it was close, but yeah, you just wonder what could have been if we had managed to take a draw off them, sneak a draw off them. That's a snake a draw. Goal difference is not even close, though, is it? That sort of tells a story. And you can see Chelsea's goal difference as well. They're 2 games in hand on us, 10 points back, so they're sort of in this conversation as well. They are very much in our semi-final opponents, but they very much belong up this part of the table. I'm not sure what's happened, why they're so far down there. But anyway, that is where we stand. The other big piece of... We'll have a look at what we have against Liverpool here, and I'll tell you the other big piece of news after that. We're not the favourites as you would expect. Now, they beat us, I think they beat us 5 or 6 as well when we played them earlier on this season. Still a Jurgen Klopp coach team, an attacking direct style. This is what we're expecting from them, the 4-2-3-1 formation. We can see they do like to attack in wide areas. We can see there what they did against Cardiff, where they beat 10-man Cardiff. Patrick Bamford got a goal against them. So he can score in the Premier League. There you go. So there's their key passes as well. What am I doing here? We want to go to team selection, don't we? And we'll have a look at the team we're sending out. And this is it. We're going full strength here. We've got a full week before the FA Cup semi-final, so we don't have to worry about tied players. So Casilla in goal. Sutar, Montez and Bonifazi as the back three. Coyle down the right. Douglas down the left. England international, Calvin Phillips as the DM role. 2 caps he has now. The most recent international break after, what was the last game? After the FA Cup game against Middlesbrough and before Crystal Palace. There was an international break. He got called up, got 2 caps for England, so well done. Calvin Phillips is our first sort of international, I think, that we've brought through. See 1 or 2 others that have got caps. I think Douglas may have got a first cap since we moved it here, but I feel like Phillips is sort of our first guy we've actually got to an international cap. Bogarts and Shackleton go in midfield. Villar is on the bench. He's back from injury, but not really fit. Lumley as well. Back from injury, but not match sharp, but he is our number 2 right now. Leao and Xerxes are going to go up top. They worked absolute wonders against Palace. Let's see how they do against Liverpool. So it turns out we are matching up with them. They've got a little bit more defensive against us as well. Now, I should say, in terms of, there's some contracts that have been extended as well here as we come to the end of the season. Expect to pick up where they left off. I think we're the underdogs. Let's give the fans play with no pressure on you, boys. This is really, it's one of these again. It's an absolute free hit. Let's just see how we do. So yeah, contract extensions. We did extend Barry Douglas. We could trigger an extension for an extra year, so we've done that. And Noah, what's his name? No, Kene. I can't remember. Is it Noah Kene? Anyway, the young midfielder, defensive midfielder. We've extended his contract 5 years. Leao with a good touch in the box. It's back for Shackleton, and we've only gone and taken a second-minute lead. Jamie Shackleton has powered in. An excellent shot. He's looking really, really like a Premier League star lately, old Jamie Shackleton, isn't he? We've moved him into sort of a more attacking midfield role outside of the box-to-box, and he's looking a star. Leao, it's a wonderful touch there. He's turned to Liverpool 3 defenders and tied them in knots, and Shackleton lashes in the opening goal, and we're 1-0 up against Liverpool. What a start to the episode, and now can we please concentrate from the free kick? We're not going to do this, are we, boys? Xerxes back there. He's a tower of strength defensively, and heads it clear. Man over. Ooh, just past the post. So Noah Kenny signed a 5-year contract extension as well. Barry Douglas, we can see his attributes there. He's done okay this year. We are going to start and fade him out. But it seemed like a little bit of a no-brainer. If it was, we didn't have to offer new terms, we could just extend it. So it was easy enough to do, and that keeps him here as well. And he's a good free kick deliverer as well, which also helps. Let's tell him to concentrate here. We're coming in, I tell you what, half an hour in. If you'd given me a 1-0 against, if you'd given me a clean sheet against Liverpool, I would have taken that. The goal's just a nice little bonus on top of that. Can we get that clear? We can. Montez is there. It's there again. Douglas. Oh, Firmino. He can't miss. He can miss. And no, they can't miss. It's 1-1. Slightly unlucky there. It's pinballed around and we just couldn't quite get it clear. The concentrate shout clearly didn't work, did it? Could Douglas have done a little bit better there? First time, second time of asking, and what can you do? We've just been a little bit too slow to react to that one. Now I should say too, obviously this is Friday. There won't be any episodes on the weekend as per usual. There also won't be any episodes Monday, Tuesday, or Christmas Day, Wednesday. The reason being my brother and sister-in-law are visiting from New York. So, maybe a little bit more on the back passes there, please, Bonifazi. So I can't really record episodes while they're here. So I will see everybody back after Christmas. There's a good ball in Xerxes. Can't quite get to it. And is the highlight going to continue here? Sutar brings it forward for Calvin Phillips. Good ball over there for Douglas. Can Douglas get to it? He can. Can he get a cross in? He can. It's Coyle at the back post and he heads over the bar. So I wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. We will be back Boxing Day with the end of this season. Hopefully, a European playoff essentially, or maybe even an FA Cup final. We'll see, what happens at the end of this episode. What do we say to that? Montez is not having a good game. I think he's obviously been given the blame for their goal. I think that's a little bit harsh. what do we want to say? It's going to have to be... Oh, what do we want to say to this? We've been the better team. I'm far from pleased. Unlucky. I'm happy. I think... Can you assertively say you're happy? We'll go with that. We'll get back out there. Each team's only had a single shot on goal. So our tactic seems to have worked a lot better at our place than it did at their place. So we were just played off the park for the most part. Montez's match rate, look at that, is really kicked up early in this second half. Long may that continue, please. We'll give it another get creative here. I'll tell you what, a point against runaway league leaders Liverpool would be absolutely sensational. I'll take that now if you can offer it to me, please, Jurgen. We'll keep going here. We'll keep going. Maybe show some passion. What's going to happen here? We're at our end. Now are we going to hit on the break? It would be really harsh to not take something from this game. I still think it's controversial. Everton plays for Liverpool. It's a good block. Who was that? Sutar, I think, on the left side. No, it was Calvin Phillips. What a star Calvin Phillips has been. He's surely got to be in the conversation for player of the season. And it's another just defensive... I don't even think you'd call it a mix-up. It's just unlucky. It's 2-1 to Liverpool. It's just slow to react, isn't it? We've just been slow to react there yet again. Let's go attacking. And do we stick in Hernandez in a number 10? I wonder. You know what we might try? Let's try. Xerxes not having a great game up there. So let's try, not Bowen. Hernandez as a number 10. We'll just try playing him in behind as an advanced playmaker. And just see if that works at all. And we'll put Bogac as an attacking midfielder. We need to go for this a little bit more as well, don't we? So we'll get Shackleton getting forward a little bit more. And we'll get Calvin Phillips getting forward. Now, if we do score, the question is, will I remember to go and change all this back to hang on to a point? But, I can't believe it's two silly set pieces. And it's not like we've lost the first ball. We've challenged well for the first ball. And just been a little bit unlucky in my very, very biased opinion. We've been at least their equals here. Come on, boys. Come on. Is there anything to be had? It doesn't look like there is. And that is a creditable defeat, I would say. Oh, it's really, really disappointing. Unlucky today, boys. Leeds in disappointing collapse. I think that's harsh from the headline writers there. Shackleton had a good game. Let's take some positives. He's looking better and better every game he plays right now, which is fantastic. Oh, that's really, really disappointing. Really disappointing. We're still in the conversation for Europe. I think that just about writes us off for Champions League because they've got an extra point as well, don't they, with their goal difference. So we'll come back, guys. We'll come back. We're going to keep trying for this Europa League, but we'll come back now. We're off to Wembley for the FA Cup semi-final. Okay, welcome back and welcome to Wembley. Here we go against Chelsea. You can see we've only played them once. They did beat us earlier in the season. I think it was 2-1 if I remember correctly. I think we checked that last episode. I'm sure it was 2-1. And here we go. Now, Chelsea are now an Ernesto Valverde coach team. Adventurous standard playing style. He's only been in charge for a little time. Remember, they were a horrible start, but they have come roaring back. Look at their recent form. Actually, their recent form isn't too good. Maybe we do stand a chance here. But they've had some tough games. Look at that against Arsenal, City, or City twice. And, you know, they still have inconsistent form like that. That's not ideal for us. But anyway, let's have a look here what we're up against. This is what they did when they beat Crystal Palace 3-1 last time out. You can see they do tend to attack down the left. Positional heat map there. Maybe we can get in behind their fullbacks. You can see their passing network and their key passers there as well. This is a team we're sending out a few changes, but the same basic shape. So Casilla in goal. Bonifazi is suspended for this one. So Cooper comes in to play with Sutar and Montez. We kind of shuffled those three around as well. Coyle continues down the right. Douglas down the left. Phillips in front of the back three. With Shackleton and Villar comes in for this one. I feel like Bogac's his form has dropped off. He's only playing a 6.66. Anonymous number. So we're going to bring Villar in to play for him. We're going to keep faith with Leao and Xerxes. We do have Edmondson on the bench, who's been scoring goals for us in the FA Cup this year. So I won't be afraid to bring him on. We do have Bowen and Hernandez on the bench as well if we want to go to wingers later on. That's going to be an option for us as well. Yeah, let's see how we do here. So everybody is playing the same way. So it's just down to, you know, who has the better players. And if we're honest with ourselves, it may be... Actually, they're not playing the exact same way, are they? They've only got one man up top. But anyway... We're not playing the same way at all. I saw midfield and I was like, oh, we're playing the same way. All right, what do we want to say to this? I think we need to take pressure off again today. We're the underdogs here. Let's give the fans a performance. That seems to have worked. Some calm, we have faith. We've just got a couple of guys down here that haven't responded to that. So we'll just do those individually. And let's go get out of Wembley. And here we go. Our first trip to Wembley as Leeds United manager. And this is exciting. I just hope that it's close. You'd like to think we could maybe, you want to get the result. You don't go to Wembley and have an honourable defeat, do you? Any defeat's going to be disappointing. What we don't want to do is concede a goal in the first 20 odd seconds here though, please boys. Come on. Head on. Oh, it's away. Alright, Liam Cooper's there. Captain Courageous. And is the Harlot going to continue here? Looks like it is. Xerxes going to close him down. Come on boys. This is a long old highlight to start the game with. They're coming back at us. Memphis goes down the outside. Can we block the cross? We can. Calvin Phillips is there and gets it clear. That's not the best ball out. Villa, heavy touch as well. We're not starting particularly well here, are we? What we don't want to do is concede a goal, and we've just about got away with that. Almost conceding in the first minute. That was not the start we wanted. We haven't touched the ball yet. We're starting to get a little bit more of it now. Let's tell them to get creative. Maybe more of a calm down would have been better there. We've got a free kick to worry about here. That is a decent enough save by Casilla. I don't know that it needed a save, but it happened anyway. We did work on defending free kicks and set pieces after the Liverpool game, because that was ultimately our downfall. Oh, I'll tell you what. Suter has not covered himself in glory there. Is it going to be our downfall again? Come on, boys. We've kind of, yeah, that was well defended in the end. Not the best initial clearance from Suter, but we got the job done. Another get creative here, boys. Come on, settle this down a little bit for me, please. I'm wondering if maybe we want to look to exploit the middle here. Let's demand a bit more now. Come on. We're settled into this game. Another corner to defend. Remember your training, boys. We worked on this. Everybody mark up. Oh. And where it went in against Liverpool, we've got the luck here, and it stayed out. Is that maybe a sign that today just might be our day? Let's not say anything before half-time. It's not been great, but it's not been horrible so far. Right on the stoppage time of half-time. Again, Xerxes there to head clear. Again, Chelsea pick up the second ball. And unless we can nick this and go up the other end, it's going to be coming back at us, isn't it? Come on, put a bit of pressure on there. I'm surprised Blackman's their goalkeeper. I wonder if there's, because he's very much a backup, isn't he? I wonder if there's an injury or suspension to Kepo, or if they've sold him on perhaps. You wouldn't expect... You'd expect a better goalkeeper there, so maybe that's something we can take advantage of. Here we go with Phillips. We've won the ball back here. Cooper. Here we go for Villa. There's a decent ball. It's in behind for Leao. Come on, Leao. Rafael Leao! Straight at the goalkeeper, but... Can we do something from the corner here now? That is the big question, isn't it? Come on, boys. Douglas knocks it in. It's not the best corner. It's headed away by the man at the near post, and a bit disappointing in the end there, but... A relatively even game match stats-wise. They've certainly had more shots, but not many on target. What do we say to this? Unlucky so far. I don't know. I'm not good at my halftime team talks with Leeds, am I? Is there a dig in? If we can get a goal and make us favourites to win, go out there and make it happen. Can we say that with some passion? Alright, let's go with that. We'll try and build them up a little bit. We'll tell the guys that aren't playing well here, 6-6ers and below, that, or 6-7s maybe even and below, that we expect a little bit more from them. We haven't really, it's just that one holler at the end. Otherwise, we haven't really threatened them. What can we change? What can we change? I am wondering if maybe we do want... Maybe we do want to look to exploit the middle or something along those lines. You know what we might do? We'll be more... We'll take it off, be more disciplined. We won't... come on, there we go. We won't say anything in particular. We're looking for the overlaps because, you know, I wonder if we should exploit the flanks as well, because they were kind of spread out at the back, weren't they? Let's leave it for now. Let's leave it for now and see what happens at the start of the half here. Let's demand more and see where that takes us. Leao's not having a great game. I mean, no one's having an outstanding game. Shackleton has been our best player on us, or the keeper actually has been pretty good. Montez is having a decent game. Let's give it a get creative. As long as it's at 0-0, I mean, we are, although we're above them in the league, well, right now we are anyway, I think we are still second favourites, and again, it's a corner. And again, it's not the first ball that we've lost. It's the second ball in that we've lost. I am going to try and exploit the middle now. We'll try counter-pressing. They score a lot of their goals from through balls, which is why we're sitting a little bit deeper than normally we would do. And for the most part, it's been working. Xerxes done well there, and it's just a man over. And for the third time this episode, it's a set piece that does us. Come on, boys. Do we look to go to wingers here, I wonder? Yeah, I think we do. We need to change something here. This just isn't quite working for us, is it? So what did we do last time? We brought Bowen on for Xerxes. Stick him out there. Liao in the middle there. Let's take off... Who's not playing well? Neither of the wide players are playing particularly well. I think we want Phillips on the field, don't we? It's whether it's Shackleton or Villar. I think on recent form, it's going to have to be Villar because we want Hernandez as an advanced playmaker, don't we? So that makes sense. We'll push Calvin Phillips forwards. That all works. I'll just fix up the marking assignments, then we'll come back. All right, and here we go. Can we rescue this late on Shackleton? Of course, Shackleton's picked up a knock now. All right, let's bring Bogac on for him. Maybe he'll come back and prove me wrong here. I'm a little bit concerned Liao's not having a great game. Let's put him back to a complete forward on support. Come on, boys. Come on. Push forward here. Oh, it's not going to be a set piece again, is it? What else can we do? It's another corner to defend. Can we go up the other end? Win this and go up the other end. It is sitting there. It's a sitter. We've got away with it there. All right, Bogac, turn and go, mate. Turn and go. Here we go. Can we get them on the break? Can we get ourselves back into this game? We've got a 3-on-3, and Bogac just ultimately didn't have enough pace, did he? We've used up all our subs. All right, we've got to go for this now. Let's get stuck in. We're already counter-pressing. We're already pretty much doing all of that stuff as well, aren't we? So we'll just get back out there and pray and hope. And come on, boys. We've got 5 minutes of stoppage time. Pablo Hernandez for Coyle. Can we get a quality ball into the box? I wish we had Xerxes in there now. Liao! Almost out of nothing. Rafael Liao gets his 18th goal of the season. And it's 1-1. And we are still alive for this FA Cup. Let's tell them to concentrate now. We don't want to get too excited. We'll keep everything the same. We're going to go for them now. There's no point dying wondering here. We're going to have a go at them. Hope we hold defensively and see if we can hit them while they're down. We don't get the second goal. We haven't been great. You look at that. We really haven't been great. But we've managed to rescue it late on. I'm going to say I'm far from... keep doing what you're doing in extra time. Assertively, passionately, don't let this slip away, boys. Don't let this slip away. This is a big opportunity for us now. We've got them rattled. Let's get back out there and let's get this winning goal. Come on. Let's get creative here. We've got all our attacking players on the field. We are going for this. Will it pay off? I mean, they haven't threatened us from open play. As I say that, they will almost certainly do that now. We can't change anything. We've used up, or do we have another sub now, I wonder? In extra time. I'm never sure if that, if that rule applies and where it applies and when it applies. It was supposed to be extra time, but it doesn't seem like it's in every competition. There's a ball to the back post. Can we go and get a block in here? We can. Coyle's there. Clears it out there for Hernandez. Now, can Hernandez pick a pass for Liao? He can. Liao's walked himself in here. Can he get a second goal? Rafael Liao! Go on, boys! Go on, boys! It's 2-1. And now we panic. And now we change things. And now we tell them to concentrate. And now we really hope we have an extra sub because we could do with a defensive substitution here. Pablo Hernandez does it again. He is just an assist machine. I think we'll still have him when he's 45, just standing out there on the right wing, knocking balls over the top for Rafael Liao. 19 goals now this season for Liao. What a signing he has been. And do we have a sub we can make? I don't even know who we'd want to bring on. We don't even have a defensive sub other than Srijak on the bench, and we certainly don't want him. It doesn't really matter, does it? We're kind of... Let's sit our wing-backs back. We don't need them bombing forwards. The only thing we could maybe look to do if we have a sub is... But Douglas is looking tired. So we do have a sub. He's not playing great, but he's not playing terribly. The one thing I'm wondering here is... Do we have a better defensive player in Barlow Torre? They're much of a muchness, aren't they? He's quicker, though. but he's not as good getting forward. Oh, I don't know what to do. All right, so let's just leave it for now and watch Barry Douglas make a mistake here that costs us a goal. Come on, boys. Come on. Concentrate, boys. Concentrate. Are we going to do this? It's going to be heartbreaking now if we don't. We're 3 minutes away. It's a highlight. I didn't want to see a highlight. It's a Chelsea highlight, is it? We've nicked it with Hernandez, have we? No, he's got won it back. Boys, don't do this. Don't do this. Oh. It's heartbreaking. Oh, it's right at the end of the game. Let's show some passion here, boys. We were 3 minutes away. And we've just backed off Kovacic and he's made us pay. It's a stunning strike, isn't it? All right, let's go back to attacking. Let's not go down without a fight here. Now, one thing I should check, if this is going to go to penalties, do we have a better penalty taker on the bench? Edmondson for Cooper, perhaps, but he's not that much better, really, is he? The composure's the same. He's only 2 better off. I think we're better off not risking taking a defender off for a striker and conceding a goal. Come on, boys. Is it there? No, it's going to penalties. It's going to penalties. We'll take Hernandez. Or we'll just let the players decide. And this is it. Penalties will decide who goes to the FA Cup final. Come on, Casilla. He's not the best at saving penalties. He's got that one, though. It's the first penalty I've seen him save all season, I think. And now it is Jared Bowen with a chance to put us in front. Go on, Jared. There it is. All right. We have the advantage. Can Casilla nail it on here? It's Giroud against Casilla. Come on, Kiko. No, that's a good penalty. You're not stopping that one. Is it Hernandez to step up next? It is Pablo Hernandez. Come on, mate. Come on. He laid on the goal for Leao. Can he stick his penalty away now? Oh, that's a stunning penalty from Pablo Hernandez. Kovacic, our nemesis that broke our hearts late in extra time. Oh, Casilla, it was right there, mate. I told you not to cut your fingernails before the game. It's Leao, already with 2 goals. Can he get a hat-trick of sorts? Has he scored himself out? Leao, oh, that's cool, calm and collected. We do still have the advantage here, let's not forget. And a save now means we can win it with our next kick. Come on, Casilla. Oh, he went the right way. He went early, but he couldn't get it done. All right. It's Montez. He's been a little bit of a disaster ever since we loaned him, but we've needed him. Montez, oh. How has that gone in? But it's there. It's sudden death now. It's sudden death. We can win it. If they miss or we score from here, we've got it won. It's Christian Pulisic up against Kiko Casilla. He's already... honestly, I don't think he saved a penalty all season. That's the first one I've seen him save. Can we dream of 2 saves in the 1 shootout? Can we dream of coming back to Wembley for a final? It's done it! Oh, boys! We're in the FA Cup final! Go on, Leeds! Go on, boys! Oh, what a performance! Oh, that is tense. You've dreamed of playing in the final. I'm delighted for all of you. Go on. There we go. 10-man Chelsea. I didn't see a red card. They must have used. That's what you get. You use your subs irresponsibly, and you get, you pay the price for it. But there we go. We're in to the FA Cup final. That is absolutely stunning. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Oh, there we go. And we got it so late, didn't we? That Leao goal in extra time, or stoppage time, I should say, of the second half. It just came out of nothing. And we got there. We're in the FA Cup final. We're almost certainly going to lose against Liverpool or Manchester City, but we've given ourselves a chance. And I'll tell you what, we've given ourselves a chance with Europe as well. Chelsea and Everton. Where's Chelsea? They've got games in hand, don't they? 2 games in hand, potentially on 53 points. So it's really, really close. And it's going to be an exciting end to the season. Guys, that is it for today's episode. I apologise if it's gone a little bit long with that penalty shootout. But if you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. It could so easily, I mean, if we could have defended set pieces in this episode, we could so easily have come away with 2 absolutely sort of headline results. But as it is, a narrow defeat to lead leaguers Liverpool and a stunning penalty shootout win against Chelsea. We will be back And again, after Christmas, Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll be back after Christmas. I think what we'll do is we'll come back for the final 2 games of the Premier League season. We will hopefully be in a position to wrap up. Champions League's probably ambitious, but hopefully we'll be in a position to wrap up a Europa League spot. Then we can go into the FA Cup final knowing that it doesn't matter if we win or lose. We'll be in Europe regardless. So a massive post-Christmas episodes coming up here. But until then, guys, Open Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas, everybody. And I'll see you on Boxing Day. Take care.